the Justice League. We're going to be looking at the group cohesion between the members of the Justice League. First, we should understand who the Justice League are. There's been a lot of different versions of the Justice League, and we're going to look at this one in terms of the New 52 Justice League, as in the comic series. It includes Batman, who is a master at hand-to-hand combat, is the greatest detective ever, and has every single gadget known to man. Next is...
It's Superman! Faster than a speeding bullet. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird!
It's a plane!
It's Superman!
Anyway, yes, next is Superman. Superhuman speed, he can fly, he has superhuman strength, he has X-ray and laser vision with his eyes, and he has superhuman hearing, so he can hear anything he wants. Wonder Woman has a lasso of truth, she can fly, she has superhuman speed and strength as well. Next is Flash, the fastest man alive. He has the stamina to go with it. He can also travel at such a great speed that he can spin himself where he can get short periods of flight. And he can also run so fast that he can travel through different dimensions. The Green Lantern has the power ring. Enough said. Aquaman, he can breathe underwater, he can telepathically speak to fish, he has superhuman strength, and his skin is basically impenetrable. Next is Martian Manhunter, questionably one of the strongest men in the Justice League. He can shapeshift, he can turn invisible, he also has flight, his superhuman speed, strength, and senses. Last is Cyborg. He has super strength, he can create any weaponry instantly, he can hack any computer and control it whenever he wants, and he is a superhuman genius. Node, can you tell us a bit about Team Climate?
According to Robert S. Weinberg and Daniel Gold, in their thrilling read of Foundations of Sport and Exercise Psychology, Team Climate is the team's perception of interrelationships amongst the group members.
Like you said, Team Climate is all about supporting each other, and is the team's perception of the interaction between the group members. Now, there's been comics where they haven't always had great feelings toward each other. In fact, Batman actually has a backup plan in case someone of them goes rogue. But when they fight as a team and they actually bond as a team, they're basically unbeatable. They all have each other's backs in any fight, and this is seen multiple times in the Justice League comics where they take on many enemies. No, can you help us again with leadership?
According to Robert S. Weinberg and Daniel Gould, in their stimulating read Foundations of Sport and Exercise Psychology, leadership is the process whereby an individual influences a group to achieve a common goal.
Leadership is, like you said, the process where an individual influences a group. Batman, according to the New 52 comics, is the leader and has been for about 2 years according to these comics. He leads by example and often plans all their attacks for the Justice League on any enemy that they come up with. I would say Batman is very task-orientated and at times can be quite a bit of a hard ass. No, can you help us again with communication? Last time.
According to Robert S. Weinberg and Daniel Gould, in the influential read Foundations of Sport and Exercise Psychology, communication is the exchange of information or news.
One seems to be in a bit of trouble there. Sort that out, Node, and we'll get back to you. But yes, communication is the way the team communicates during fights, and this usually happens by their actions. Wayne Tech provides a lot of high-tech gadgets for them to always be in contact. Superman and a lot of them have superhuman hearing, so are able to respond if they can hear people in danger. But they also use their sight to respond, so if they see someone struggling, they go and help. This is all usually covered in the plan of attack, usually done by Batman, like I said before. Though the group doesn't have an overall weakness as they fight together because they all make up for each other's weaknesses, so if you find one, usually someone else covers it. However, they do have a lot of weaknesses by themselves and individually. These are often their loved ones or parents that may be deceased. Like I said before, Batman has a plan in case any of them go rogue. Martian Manhunter gets injected with nanites that turn his skin into magnesium, which combusts into flame when in contact with air, and flame is Martian Manhunter's biggest downfall, or his weakness. Aquaman is rendered aquaphobic from an altered version of Scarecrow's fear toxin and basically dies without water. Green Lantern is blinded by his own ring and therefore cannot control his powers. Wonder Woman gets injected with a nanite into her ear that traps her in an alternate reality, finding someone she can't beat or is unable to surrender, which causes her to die of exhaustion. The Flash gets shot with a vibra bullet, causes him to have seizures at high speed, which is the speed that he travels at, so he cannot run anymore. Superman comes in contact with a red kryptonite that Batman has made in case he does go rogue. It causes him to feel intense pain when using his superpowers, and they become too overwhelming for him to use. How to use their strengths, you ask? Just attack. The strongest superhero group around. Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and Martian Manhunter can use their super strength to fend off whoever is attacking, while Batman can basically come up with any plan to defeat whoever he needs. All their superhuman strength and all those will usually help save the day anyway. And yeah, that's basically it. Oh, I forgot. Aquaman. But who needs a guy who can be taken out by a BP oil spill?